guys, my name is Jasmine and I am your small town gray witch here with you and another unboxing of the Witch's Roots box. So just an update, today is totally a comfy day. I got my thinking of you kind of shirt, my pink shirt, my sweatshirt, so please excuse cause honestly, I live in a place where it's very snowy and I plow, so we haven't had much time to do of anything. So luckily today is the 11th. It did come on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, so it did get mailed to me, and I wasn't home. I was at work. Sorry. Or sleeping, because snow tends to hit at night. So excuse that. So this is the Witch's Roots box. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the theme is this box. I'm learning it as we go. If you go to their website, awitchesmoon.com, you can go to upcoming and see what the theme is. It doesn't tell you what's in the box, but it does tell you the monthly theme that's coming up. I didn't get a chance. I'm just going straight into the box this time, just to get you some normal shop cleaning concepts. Is if you live in the USA, it is $30 a month. If you live in Canada, it is $36 a month. And if you live anywhere else, then it is $39 a month. That includes shipping, and that's why you have the different prices for international, Canada, and the US. It's because that is the difference of the shipping prices. So that is why they're different. But those prices include shipping, which makes that really kind of nice. You don't have to try to go, oh, I'm going to spend my money on a $30 box plus $12 to get shipped to me. It is what it is. So, in this box, it usually comes with a clear wrapping. Kind of like this. This has now become my trash bag as I was cleaning off my desk. It says the W Moon Shop. So if you are in the broom closet, that's all it says. It doesn't say the word witch, witchcraft, blah, blah, blah. You could just say, it's the study of the moon. So it kind of helps those people who are in the broom closet. All right. Now, I have the Witch's Roots box. It is the smallest of the 3 subscription boxes. They offer the Witch's Roots, the Witch's Bounty, and the Witch's Moon, respectively, from smaller to larger, and obviously cost differences with the larger boxes. The cost I gave you is for the Witch's Roots box specifically, so don't go there thinking you're gonna get the biggest box for $30, okay? Small box, $30 if you're in the US. Prices respectively, blah blah blah. So the Witch's Roots, obviously you can kind of guess it has something to do with roots, so it's usually herbal. It features a herb or plant or root in it. We usually get a paper that tells us what's in it. We'll get a oracle card. We will get that matches for you. It's an oracle card that is supposed to be specific for the person purchasing the box. You usually get grimoire art via what's in the box. So if you have mugwort, you'll get a mugwort grimoire page, so on and so forth. It usually does have a theme. I don't know the theme. This paper will tell us the theme. And then it usually comes with a candle, incense, sometimes a tumbled stone. It comes with these weird fuzzy things that I can't stand, but my cats love. Sometimes it comes with an oil, so on and so forth. But there are some staple things such as candle, incense, obviously some kind of herb item, blah blah blah. So let's get into it. Enough with the listing and annoying things. All right. Talisman of Titania is the thing, the theme. It says on the top, it says Talisman of Titania. I'm sorry if that's backwards. I don't know what Titania is. I don't know. I've heard of Titans, and I've heard of I'm just kind of reading to see if I can give you guys some more. Oh. So Titania is the fairy queen. So I'll read the last sentence to you of this page. It says, we finally introduce to you the talisman of Titania, created to reignite your internal curiosity and inspire us to live more intentionally, a more intentionally magical life. So, Titania is the fairy queen, so we're gonna get a fairy box. Okay? Okay. I don't work with I'm gonna be honest. So, I don't work with fairies, fae, in a sense, but I have had some runnings in with the Morgan, who in some concepts have been known as the fae goddess, or a fae of herself. So I don't want to say I don't work with the fae now, but I don't necessarily work with the fae, if that makes a little sense. All right. So this is my personal oracle card. This is meant for me. This is not necessarily meant for you as viewers. I'm just showing you what's in the box, and I don't mind sharing this. I'm not going to go into detail if it resonates with me or not, because that's my personal life, but I do like to show you the oracle cards. And they do use a lot of the similar size decks, so I keep these. Eventually, I'm hoping I can make a couple decks of the same cards, but of a badillion different decks, so it'd be kind of cool. So this is the oracle card. It has a butterfly, and it says, trusting in grace, everything is unfolding perfectly accordance to a trustworthy higher plan. Sorry, not hyper. So it's purple, it has white lettering, and again it says everything is unfolding perfectly according to a trustworthy higher plan. Now, me and my husband got a lot. I'll give you a little glimpse. Me and my husband have a lot of things going on right now for our future. We're planning for the future and trying to make steps towards that. And it seems like it's just taking a long time, and then there's always doubts because you don't know if it's going to go through right now. We're kind of in this weird waiting period. So this is actually kind of, hopefully, it's a little comforting. So that's all I'll give you. So we have a Titania grimoire page with the fairy queen right here. And it says, Titania is the queen of the fairies in William Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night's Dream. I should have known that but I always think of Puck. So, the donkey. But, and the donkey. But I should have known that that's kind of, and I'm wondering if that means it's an egregore or, so apparently she is not just the character. The character was based off of her. Go for Shakespeare being good. Okay. And by the way, I just gotta show you, this is lovely, lovely grimoire pages. They ask you not to copy and resell these because that would be copyright. And they ask you to not copy these and give them to your friends because, again, you're taking money out of an artist's hands. But I don't mind showing you how gorgeous the artwork is, so you can go to their shop and purchase it yourself if you like it. I actually like putting these. I make a grimoire page in my grimoire, and I'll put these on, and then I do around them. I put my own things on them. It might be 3 or 4 pages. So this one page might be one page out of a 3-4 page section about that person or that concept or that item that I like to. So it's just an additive to my grimoire, and I love that for me. You can do that if you want to. So, like I said, this box comes with a herb, and this month's cardamom. I'm going to say it cardamom. I know people say it differently. I know everyone has their own twang in their voice. I say cardamom. And it tells you origins, all names, colors, chakra, stones, botanicals, animals, magical beings, magical properties, and uses for all this. And it does, in this, give you a picture of the plant, of what it would look like. I know that the shininess is not necessarily helping. And believe it or not, on this, you don't pick up the little like pink slips in here and the little blues going around. They're a lot deeper looking at them in person. So that's really, really pretty. Which tells me we're probably going to get cardamom in the box. Now, I do want to read something. Uses commonly used for love and attraction spells. Cardamom and cannot speak today apparently. Amplifies romantic potency and sexual energies. So if you're getting this box, buy the first. So every time this comes around, I have it set so as soon as the first of the month hits, they charge me. I get my box towards the beginning of the month. So if you're doing that, and you're in the United States, you'll probably get it right before Valentine's Day. So if you're trying to increase those romantic sexual desires and the love desires, maybe this is really good for that. So it says romantic potency and sexual energy. So gotta love that for V-Day. Great things to do. Add it to a charm bag. Stick it under your bed where you're having a little bit of fun. Alright? So that's just one thing. Or you can use it in incense. Blah, blah. So there's a bunch of stuff in here wrapped in bubbles I can see. And a couple other things. So I'm just going to kind of pull out the things that I can kind of see. That I know. So we got a pretty pink candle. Now pink is great for emotional love. Like deep love. Romantic love. Not like romantic, hot, passionate love. That would be more red. So if you want to get it on with your partner, go to the red side. But if you really want to create that bond with your partner, pink is the way to go. Now, I think it's funny I'm wearing my pink. I know you can't really see it. It says pink thinking of you, and it's like a voodoo doll or a poppet with a bunch of needles in it. And it's a pink shirt, so I'm kind of getting in that pink feel. So I guess I dressed correctly for this box today. I'm just kind of excited. But yeah, and one thing you can do with these is you can wrap a petition paper in the wax, because it's a beeswaxed. Note that if you do that, these do become like torches. So please burn safely. Learn from me. Luckily, I was safe. It was just a big torch that was controlled in a safe container environment, blah blah blah, but it definitely became a torch after I wrapped my petition paper in one of these. And I had the petition paper like it was perfect sized for one of these, so I unrolled the candle and re-rolled the petition paper in it, and then there you go. And I dressed the candle, and it was awesome, but it burned like a flippin' torch. So please be aware, fire safety is the thing when messing with these candles. The other thing you can do is unwrap them, put your like cardamom and stuff like that, and then wrap it back up with the cardamom inside, or you can just dress it outside and treat it like a normal candle. So, but I love that you can technically unroll these. Please unroll these slowly, cautiously, and hopefully not in a freezing environment. The beeswax will crack, but usually you can just kind of, you'll be fine. Alright, now I am seeing a pink bag with a stone in it. A gem, a crystal. Ooh. It looks on here, I hope you guys can kind of see it. It has like a pink tint to it. I really, really like This, I might be putting this on my altar for Valentine's Day and getting that dressed up, because that actually might work a little better. But it's gorgeous. It's not tumbled. It is definitely a rough stone. But it definitely, and it's like, it's not 100% the size of my palm, but it is pretty freaking, it's a decent stone. This is not like tiny little pebble of a thing. This is like, I know you can see my hands. I have small hands. I do have small hands. They even look small on the camera to me. I have small hands. But this thing is chunky. It's chunky. It's not a little, it's good sized. So for $30 you're getting a good sized stone. Now, I'm guessing it's like a pink blah blah blah. But let's see, cause it's a rose quartz. I always want to think it's a clear quartz, but obviously it's not clear if it's pink. Sorry. I always want to think of it as a clear quartz, but if it's pink, it can't be a clear quartz. So obviously it's a rose quartz. But it definitely has that quartzy look to it. We are thrilled to have the opportunity to include such a large rose quartz stone within the box, known for its ability to portray unconditional love and infinite peace. Place the stone upon your altar that is dedicated to the element correspondence. So, there you go. Like even they say, it's a pretty large stone. Usually when I get stones, they're not bad sized. Like, this one's pretty freaking decent. But like, for instance, I have last month's sitting right on my desk, and it's still like, it's still a stone. It's not like a piece or tiny chunk. Like, it's not the biggest thing. It's probably like, but it's still like not tiny because I have tiny stones, and they don't do tiny stones. They do regular sized or large in this box, which is really nice. I think I've gotten tiny stones from them once, but it came in like a little pack of 3. So now I'm pulling out certain things, because certain things are wrapped in bubble wrap and I don't know what they are. So cardamom. So we have some cardamom, and like I said, you can wrap it in the candle, you could make it into incense, you can put it in a charm bag. Please know what you're doing if you decide to put it into tea, put it into a bath, put it into things that are going to be reenacting with your body. Some things in these boxes are not edible or not bath safe. Please do your research. Don't be a dumb witch. Be a smart witch, okay? No dumb witches. So, cardamom. And it has a decent bag full. Like, they don't give you, like, a tiny bit. They give you, like, a decent bag full. Alright? And then, elf leaf incense. Elf leaf incense. So, I like to smell these. I'm a smelly person. Don't worry, I take showers. But, or aroma therapy or aroma, I love the way things smell. Good, bad, I like them. I like the smell of skunks. So, when I say this smells good, no, take me with a grain of salt, but I'm gonna go by what I smell. Smells very florally. And they won't necessarily tell us. They'll tell us some things on this paper, but they won't tell us all things. Yeah, it doesn't tell us. It's just supposed to be tranquil and blah blah. They don't always, because it's their recipe. So I can understand them not being like, hey, here's our recipes for the world. But very floral. Very floral. Very springy. Very, like, I kind of want to save these for Ostara, because they're very floral. And when I think of the Fae, I actually think of, like, Ostara and Beltane and Like that spring summer vibe. Not late in the summer, but the spring summer vibe. So probably save these for that. Now, it looks like I have two things. I have one in this box and one in this. I think I'm going to save this for last and this. So this definitely, if you can see through the package, looks like a bottle. So this is probably going to be an anointing oil or something like that. Yep. It is definitely an anointing oil. I'm going to read it off. So I have a hard time with these like fairy fonty because I can't. And I'm going to probably mispronounce this like 6 different times. But it definitely has the fairies on it. Grottage. It's GWRAGEDD. GWRAGEDD. I'm not going to pretend I can be amazing at pronouncing things. Like, that is not my strong suit. I am still human. I do not do good things good. Do not do good things good. So, we've created this unique oil blend in a way of honoring and calling upon your local elemental energies. We encourage you to incorporate its essence into offering bowls and altars, especially those that have been placed near running waters or sacred nature spaces around your home. We have enchanted this magical oil with sweet orange, lavender, and jasmine essential oils and have included a herbal components of rose, lavender, and marjoram as well. Inside of your oil, you'll find a quartz crystal known to enhance your intention. We also include a special mixture of our Upper World View magical oil for your personal cabinet of the witchery into the mixture of the oil. The base of this oil is sunflower oil. Some might be more sensitive than others when in contact with the skin. External use only. So, obviously they give you that but, so, this is it. It's an anointing oil. You can anoint your candles. They say put it on your altar. Give it to offerings. So, if you had an offering for the Fae, put a little bit of this on it, too. Depending on what you're leaving. I kind of feel weird giving something that would poison us. Like, if I'm going to give bread, I usually give biodegradable food offerings. So, if I'm going to give bread or fruit, I don't know if I'd put this on it, because if this is not for us to eat, then it's like, why are we putting it on the Fae's food? Like, hey, here, eat poison. That's great. That's not going to piss anybody off. But let's see how this smells. Yeah, you can definitely smell that florally. I don't know if I necessarily... it smells oily. I know that sounds really, really weird, but it smells oily. I know that sounds weird. I don't know if I like it. And I'm literally having to, like, get closer and closer to smell it, because it's like it cleared out your nose. So this is gonna be... I'm gonna have to sit on this and go back to this to see if I like it. It's all up in the back of my nose when I smell it. It's like right in that spot that connects to your mouth, to your nose, like the spot that like you can kind of taste but you can't really taste. That's where it's sitting right now. It does taste very fresh. It does taste very oily. I didn't drop it fully. Ha ha ha. But yeah, you can definitely see the... I think it would be more orangey, but it's just weird. It's weird. I'm gonna be honest. I don't necessarily know if I love that, but I'm not gonna say it's not bad. It's just a me thing. You might love the smell. You might like adore the smell. You might think it's the best smell in the world. I'm very tic-tac. Like I said, I like skunk smell, but I hate the smell of certain flowers. I'm very nitpicky. But put it on your jewelry if you want it. If you love it, awesome. You can put it in your altar, put it on your things, so on and so forth. Okay? Now, we have a box. These boxes, I'm going to be honest, usually contain some kind of jewelry. These are female-focused boxes. Doesn't mean males can't get them, but you're going to get some jewelry that maybe you can give to a friend or something. I don't know if this is jewelry. It could be anything in here. It could be another stone. It could be... I've had enough of these boxes that I tend to pay attention. So let's open it and see. Ooh, I was right. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm going to show it to you because I'm going to stare at it. So I have to show it to you. So it's like a cameo of a fairy, though. And even the backing was like... The backing looks black here, but it's like a greenish black. It really does look like a greenish black. And then you have the ribbons. And then the chain. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. And this whole box, the stones, the candles, the grimoire pages, the incense, the anointing oil, the necklace is all $30. You're getting your money's worth. Like, even if you don't like one thing, you can get your money's worth as long as you generally like the things. But that is pretty. So the last time I got a necklace like this, it was an owl. And I don't vibe with owls, but there's a woman at my work who is obsessed with them. She loves owls. And so I just brought the necklace and gave it to her. Like, it needed a home that was not me. And I had a gut feeling I knew who would cherish it. So I always, even if I don't like the things, I'll keep them and pass them on to people. But this is mine. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to wear this. You know where I'm going to wear this? To Renaissance fairs. I'm going to do like a whole green, purple, black thing on a Renaissance fair. And then play with the fays and run around in the fields. And it's going to be magical, even if it is a Renaissance fair. Because what do you do? What's the best place to run around in a field and be fairy-ish and honor them? Renaissance fairs. You could also wear this while you are doing your fairy magic. You could also wear this just in general honoring. You could wear this and anoint it, put a little dot, and keep it with you to bring in that magic and bring in that energy. However you work with the fae. But this to me is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so I'm going to put this back in the box where it's safe. And that's pretty much this box of this month. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I am very happy with it. Itchy nose. Sorry, I had to itch. But I'm very happy with this. I have a whole cabinet and I'm going to totally put all this stuff away where I'll find it and be able to use it. Like I said, just because this is a fairy box does not mean you have to use it for fairyisms. I love this box for newbie witches who are just trying to build up their stash of goodies. I love mail person, so therefore this works for me. It's not too expensive. It's $30 a month if you're in the United States. And you don't just get pretty things, you get things that can work. And you get knowledge. Because these grimoire pages have a crap ton of knowledge. A whole bunch. So, and I didn't even know who Titania was. So, I learned something. And I love learning things. So, that is this box for, this is the February 2005 box for the Witch's Roots. The website will be in the description of www.witchesmoon.com. If you are interested in getting this for yourself, go for it. But on that, thank you for hanging out with me, and have a good day, and best of all, go do magic. Bye, guys.